We're back with the Bad Vibe Podcast with Dwight and Jeremy. And the black truck that we're sitting in.
Yep.
Still no podcast studio. We, also still no gas. I put gas in last week, just enough.
We're still not raking in money.
Yeah, still no money. You know, we're still poor. But we're still poor compared to other podcasters. But compared to other, like, just normal people, we're, you know.
Yeah, we live check to check.
No, we're poor even compared to normal people, I would say.
I definitely am.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're the kind of poor that I make jokes about it and feel bad.
Like, I know I should have 2 jobs, and I like just having one.
Yeah. It's like, if you had 2 jobs, you'd still be poor. Like, you're okay with your level of poorness because if you could have another job and then have a big fancy house and a nice car, you do it. But if you had another job, you just have the same shit, just pay it a little.
Yeah, because I had a good job. I had good money coming in.
No.
But
how much different is your life now from then?
Crazy. Back then, I wasn't even making much more, but when I went grocery shopping, I wouldn't look at prices.
Yeah.
Even whenever I scanned my card, swipe my card, I didn't even look. Half the time I'm like, how much was it?
Yeah.
But
I'm still not at that. Well,
I never needed the. But see, I had like a cheap sports car. I mean, like
you could pick up chicks if they're kind of dumb.
I was a bachelor, and then all of a sudden, a family man. It changed drastically.
It is funny because that seems like a hacky thing. Like, well, once you have a kid, your life goes down the drain. But it really is true.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down the drain money-wise, but I'm way happier with them.
Yeah, that's what they pay you to say.
They don't pay me shit.
They need to pay you.
I really don't have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Oh, but anyway, we're in the truck again. Is what that all got started by, and
the gas is
the gas light just came on, and I know you can go like 25 miles on with it, but if you're just sitting idling, I don't know how long that is. So we're
gonna have to come up with a name for this studio.
Yeah. Well, yeah, something about the black truck and the fucking. We were sitting here preparing, getting all of our amazing technology ready to go and warmed up.
Yeah, for the last 30 or 45 minutes.
Yeah, for 30 or 40 minutes. And during that time, we had the truck off mostly. So we got that cool feeling now of when you're drenched in sweat and the AC hits you. And you realize what sweat's for. Mm-hmm. So, we got that going for us.
Feels pretty good. But yeah, eventually we might have a shed. Your shed at your house. We might fix that up and use that as our studio so you won't hear the sound of the cars passing by and shit. But
the only weird sound you'll hear is the sound of screams of pain when the fucking spiders bite us or some shit.
Yeah, like
pretty dirty or something. Pretty fucked up in there.
Or the screams whenever a roach crawls over my foot.
Yeah, there's roaches.
Yeah, we'll get over it.
It'll be better than sitting in a goddamn truck and fucking.
Better for us, anyways.
Sitting in the truck wouldn't be bad if we weren't on the busiest street in America. Fucking 9,000 cars going by.
It's just crazy. It's at the end of town. There's a dead end, and there's still cars going by all the time.
Yeah, and the town where we're at, Ganado, nothing's even open now. There's no no club scene
There's a truck stop that it's 18-wheelers going through there.
And you get raped there. I mean, nobody goes.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there. No. I'm a big dude with a beard, and I get a little weird when I go there by myself.
Yeah, you're like looking behind the building when you're looking around. Walking around. Yeah,
it's real fucking rapey over there. If I was
Especially go by the shop behind it, by the dumpster. Screw that shit. Screw that shit. I mean, why would you be going around behind the dumpster at this time anyways, unless you're one of those guys?
No, yeah, that's a good place to find
or looking for those kind of guys.
tranny.
Yeah, you're going to see a guy named Heather.
Yeah,
wants his oil changed. Yeah,
that's
Heather.
Yeah, I used to work at this place we're talking about, this truck stop. And I was going to say I was a mechanic, but that's a stretch of the word mechanic. I worked on trucks.
On that day you were doing oil changes. We were both working the graveyard shift.
Yeah, we both worked there. And I worked on the shit, and he
was the tech
pissed
guy.
off customers.
Oh, yeah, I love pissing off customers.
So, anyway.
They weren't even customers. They were just
people who were leaving there offended.
Yeah, it was so funny.
So, I was working one day, and this truck driver came in and needed an oil change on his truck. Well, I say his. This person came in, and this person was probably about 6'4".
Yeah. Blonde hair. Probably about around to his shoulders.
Yeah, kind of long blonde hair.
So it's long for a guy, short for a girl.
Yeah, it's not quite dyke short, but it's like...
kind of like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan without the bald spot.
Yeah.
And, of course, this person was about as big as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but he's wearing a pink shirt.
Yeah, a pink shirt.
I don't think he was wearing a skirt, was he?
I'm pretty sure it was pants.
I'm pretty sure it was pants, or maybe shorts.
Shorts,
but it was a pink shirt. I remember that.
And a pink cap.
And he had a real high-pitched, like, grunt to his voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to explain, but...
When he walked up, I was like, hey, how's it going? He's like, I'm Heather. And I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker's got more bass in his voice than I do.
Yeah, he needed an oil change, and the whole experience was crazy.
Yeah, the nicest dude, though.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. Did he leave a tip?
I don't remember. Probably not, because he worked for a
He probably would have you into the bathroom with him, right?
Yeah. He's like, here's a tip. Uncircumcised is better.
Yeah, that dude was...
Weird on that.
That dude was... Or she was...
Big dude. Here's the thing. People who are transsexual... Which one means you still have a dick but you act like a girl?
I don't know.
Transgender, I think, is when you change. Like, they cut your dick off and poke
That's when you actually get the procedure done.
Yeah.
And then transsexual, there's transvestite. That's just the ones that dress.
Oh, maybe that was a transvestite that we dealt with.
Yeah, I think that's just...
Wait, how is there 3? You either have a dick or you don't.
Maybe 2 are the same. You know
Hold on. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
Maybe 2 of them... Look it up.
Why would 2 people... Oh, kind of like...
Maybe 2 of them are pretty much the same thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's transsexuals. Is that what you're wanting to know? Transsexuals?
Which one has a dick and which one doesn't? I can't imagine there's 3
transgender.
Categories.
That's when they change.
That one I'm pretty sure.
I think there's a 4th. Just type in trans and it should show you, like, finish off the rest.
Shit.
Or your difference of, or definition of.
Yeah. I don't want some weird porn site to come up when I type in transsexuals. Okay, a transsexualism... Oh no, just transsexualism is when an individual identifies with a gender inconsistent or not culturally associated with their assigned sex, in which a person's assigned sex. Okay, so basically, if you consider yourself to be a girl, but you have fucking Franken beans down there, then you're transsexual. Transgender is when you get your dick chopped off. What's the other one?
Transgender?
No, that's one we know.
Yeah, transgender
That's when they slice your shit and put a little fucking gash in
transsexual.
there. I just looked that up, didn't I? Yeah.
Transvestite is just...
Oh, yeah. Oh, transvestite is from Transylvania.
Alright, so transgender is when you get it cut.
Transsexual is when you just pretend to be something else.
But that's what transvestite is.
No. Yeah, I know, but a transsexual or whatever is a poser. It's like a guy wearing a skate shirt and carrying around a board that can't balance on it. They're pretending to be something they're not. They're posers.
So transsexuals are on skateboards.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think he's picking this up pretty quick. You're ready for the fucking exam at the end of the year.
Oh, shit.
Could we be more, like, out of the loop?
What was all... I mean, I watched the Catfish episodes, a couple of them, and they had this one transgender or whatever, and I was like, what? It was... I think it was a chick, but it wasn't... I don't know. It looked too much like both. Like, like you usually see a dyke, and you're all like, oh, yeah, look at that. She looks like
clearly a woman,
but this one, it's like it could be either way. It was perfectly
what if it was a
in the
dyke
middle.
that was a tranny?
It was perfectly in the middle of being a guy, or I think it was a guy wanting to be a girl, but still looking like a guy. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a really girly guy
that wanted to be a guy.
No. It was a really girly guy, right?
Okay.
So it was a guy with a dick that wanted to be a girl, but looked like a guy. I guess. I don't know.
It's like
but it was a fat one too. So I don't know. They both thought the other one was a different person, though. I think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, that was a weird one. Me and Amanda were fucking, like, laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But transgender, transvestite and
Sexual. The same?
It's the same shit, ain't it?
I'm not
You said
sure.
they're posers, but that's the same shit.
All I know is that when I hear transvestite, I think of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
So I know that's a dude wearing women's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, we've gone.
What is that guy doing now? What movies is? Clue was like the last one I can remember him being in, or It.
He was in It. There's something else he was in. Not recently.
They're supposed to be like doing a reboot of It.
Yeah, I heard. Oh.
With the technology now.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen? Everybody's like, "Oh, you can't remake it. You're ruining my fucking childhood."
Yeah.
You know what I say to that?
They really do love them that guy with a big mole on his cheek.
Ugh.
What, that guy was in some stupid shit too.
You know what's weird about that guy? Well, all right, make sure we're talking about the same guy. The fuck else was he in?
That's what I've been trying to think of.
Shit.
But I remember it was some
Wasn't
weird
fucking
stuff.
Jack Tripper in it too?
Yeah, I think so. He was like the business guy or something. I haven't seen it in a while. I need to watch it, but Chris will be terrified. They all float down here. She'd be freaking out.
Yeah, but they really do all float down there.
Hey, I want to see it just because it is from my childhood, but I want to see the new one too. Because people are all like upset about the Ninja Turtle movie, the Batman movie, and all this shit about that Michael Bay or whatever. You know, he keeps ruining. No, that's just.
Yeah, here's the thing. Even if the movie sucks, it just sucks.
It doesn't mean they're going to completely scrap the old one.
If you're still
you never watch it again.
If you're still pissed because the new Karate Kid was black, the old one's still not black.
Yeah.
Just watch Ralph Macchio.
Oh yeah. I liked the new one though. It was pretty good.
I did too. The only problem, it wasn't a problem, but I was like, all right, they call it Karate Kid and he teaches him kung fu.
Yeah, that was a little.
You know, that would be, I don't know. That'd be like if on Bull Durham, it's about a hockey team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, no, it's about fucking baseball. You can't remake Bull Durham and make it about hockey.
But yeah,
but it was still a good movie.
But I mean, you definitely can't. You know what I mean? The Karate Kid.
And he doesn't do
karate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's just.
Be like if they made a Western and called it Tron just to get all the Tron fans to watch their movie.
They make a Ninja Turtle movie and put, like, Iron Man in it.
Yeah, although that would probably be a big thing. Because I'm going to guess most people that are excited about the Ninja Turtle movie probably like Iron Man 2 and 1. I'm excited about the Ninja Turtle movie because when I was a kid, I loved the Ninja Turtles. When I look back and I see Ninja Turtle stuff, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, people are all, the reboot. And they think that when the new one comes out, it's going to be like Star Wars syndrome, that it's going to be so much hype about the new one, and the old one's just going to be completely lost. Because you try to watch the old, and yeah, the storyline's better, way better than the new Star Wars. But the old one, just the picture, it's horrible.
They both pretty much suck, really. They're just...
I like them all, but...
If you were
I'm excited about Disney's Star Wars. I'm excited about it just because it's continuing the story. That's why... Yeah. Or just redoing it.
I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, like, it is probably gonna suck.
The Star Wars?
Yeah, because there's some things, like, they're just gonna get worse.
Yeah, but see, they can make those over and over, make a whole bunch. Just like with the Hobbit movies, though. I was a big fan of the Lord of the Rings, and the Hobbit movies are good too. I mean, the third one hasn't even came out, so
the Hobbit movies. What the fuck is going on there?
It's not like they're just coming up with this. This stuff's already been written for a long time ago.
Eons.
It's just because they had those cartoons that I watched when I was a kid.
God.
So.
You watch those cartoons? About 19 hours in, I realized that you're just going to show them walking.
They're only like 2 hours long each.
I swear they're at least 5.
But what's crazy is they do seem really long. But and we were younger at the time, so when you're watching something and you're definitely not into it, it seems way longer.
Yeah.
So, they're like 2 hours long. But what's crazy is they were 2 movies, and each movie's made into 3-hour movies.
Yeah,
that's
because
crazy.
They're like, we need to fill time. Well, just show them walking for another 16 straight hours.
Yeah, everybody does the joke about them walking all the time.
No, it isn't a joke.
Yeah,
that's literally all that happens.
I know, but another logical part to it is they go from one point to another point. You have to walk. During those days, they didn't have transportation.
Yeah, but have they ever heard of editing?
Yeah,
Show them leaving, show a scene of them walking in the woods, and then show them getting there.
They can't because there's things going on through the whole... It's got to show it's a journey.
The black horses with red eyes chasing them.
It's got to show that it's a journey, not just a trip, and they're going to hurry up and be there. It's not like we're getting in the car, and we're going to drive to New York, and we're not stopping until we get there. We're going to stop at all these different little parts, so they got to show all those little tourist attractions.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a movie where people drive from the East Coast to the West Coast? You know, movies like that?
Yeah.
It just shows them leave, shows a few highlights on the way, and shows them get
well,
there.
that's kind of how this is. It doesn't completely show them walk the all the miles. No, it just seems
I heard Frodo lost 40 pounds filming the movie.
It definitely doesn't, because I know it doesn't take 3 hours to get,
Are you fixing to tell me how long it takes to get to... I wish I knew the name of the town.
From the Shire.
I was going to say Maldorf or something. What is that?
Was it Mordor or something like that? But no, it doesn't take 3 hours.
How do you know? It's fake.
Well, for one thing, it shows a map in their fictional world, and it's really, really far. So, I know it doesn't take 3 hours to get there.
Okay.
Even by Hobbit, they got.
How long does it take to get from Neverland to the Wild Wild West?
I don't know.
Since you're into
I don't know that
logistics of made-up places.
I don't know that one. I don't think these things are real. There's people out there that really do. They wear the pointy ears, they got a sword, and they walk around.
How real do they think
people are like, no, the pointy ears guys have bows. Those guys. You know what I mean? There's guys out there that really get mad.
They're like, why would they have swords? Why?
Some guy's gonna hang himself in his closet right now because I said it wrong. You know,
and fucking good riddance.
Yeah, but there's people that wear those
little pointy shoes are gonna be kicking around as he's fucking hanging there.
They're gonna be like, no, that's elves. There's people that know the language and everything.
Elven?
It's Elvish? Like Elvish.
No way, it sounds too much like Elvis.
Really?
They have one called Chuck Berry.
It's Elvish. Anyways, no, but there's people out there that are hardcore nerds about it.
Yeah, but they don't. All right, if you're like the hardest core nerd that you know about, well, actually the hardest core nerd that either one of us know about it is also like one of the cooler people we know. Remember when fucking that dude? I'm not gonna say people's names on here too much, but. Remember when your friend that looked like Jim Brewer made a video of him and his friends sword fighting in the field?
And that was badass.
Like, as dorky as that is, you gotta respect it.
Well, I mean, because that's Zelda. I mean, they're doing Zelda, they were acting out a scene in Zelda, so that's cool.
Isn't it weird that, like, if I make a connection between Zelda and Lord of the Rings, dorks will get pissed, but you gotta admit it's basically the same thing. Short guy, pointy ears, and a sword.
No, they're not the same at all.
How is Zelda not the exact same person as Frodo?
Well, for one thing, no.
They're the same person.
No, they're not the same person because... You mean, like Link?
Link, yeah, whatever. I hate people that point out that Link isn't Zelda.
I wish it was called...
It should be called what the guy is.
It should be called Link, yeah. Because Zelda, that's just weird.
No. Well, yeah, Zelda's obviously a girl name. Anybody that says that doesn't know anything about girls.
I think starting out, sometimes people would play the Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64, and they would name their person Zelda.
Which is the girl
like not thinking when they start out, and then whenever you meet the princess, and my name's Zelda. You're like, you're both named Zelda.
Yeah, and then it gets freaky when they.
And then they're like, what? What am I supposed to be called? Because people just think it's Zelda. But you're just trying to save the princess. This is the Mario story.
Does it? Oh, it's all the same story.
Yeah. It's just the castles are a whole lot harder in a different way this way. It's a lot more detail in them. But on there, Mario goes through some shit. Especially every level he goes through. Eventually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well,
on all of them though, like
even on the old Mario, like the original, like the end isn't as hard.
Yeah, they're spitting those fireballs
compared to the others,
and they know where to throw those fireballs to where exactly you're gonna have to jump or fall.
They know you're gonna. Yeah, it's all fucking.
But we were talking about Ninja Turtles when we got to Mario.
Yeah, it's all nerd shit. Like.
Yeah, Mario is considered like a nerd, but like nerd stuff is cool now.
Yeah, it's
like on 21 Jump Street they brought that up when he was a nerd in school.
Exactly,
and the other one's a jock, and they go back, and he thinks that he's got some car that gets 7 miles to the gallon. That's cool, and they're like, "Oh man,
they're all for the environment."
They're like, "We're all green here," and he's like, "All right."
They all drive Priuses and shit.
And he's like, "What are you, gay?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I am."
Yeah.
Whatever. He's like, "No, man." that was
Is that
funny.
what high school's like now?
I don't know. It wasn't like that when I went.
I bet it's not like that around here.
I guess when I went, it was kind of a transition in between, though, because there was guys that were cool with the gay dudes, but there was still guys that hated them.
Yeah,
So-
but where we are isn't real tolerant of different types of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even still cool to be black around here. You definitely don't want to be gay.
Yeah.
And if you're both.
And
you're
Jewish just
fucked.
isn't even in the question. It's not even like...
Yeah.
I mean, if a Jew showed up, everybody would band together just to... You know, like, like the black people, the gays, everything. The black gays.
I've known a couple of black gay dudes. Hey, this is something I've noticed.
I haven't really seen...
Like, how many, like, most gay people you know have a gay-sounding name. And that's their name from birth. How the fuck does that work out?
Like what? Like what's a gay black name?
I know a gay dude named Ruben. I know a gay dude named Felix.
Felix does sound gay, but that's because I know him.
No, yeah, but people listening don't know him, and I bet they think it sounds gay too.
Felix is kind of a.
They named him Felix
Ruben
when he was
isn't.
born. You don't think Ruben sounds gay?
Well, I know Rubens that aren't.
Ruben Scott is the guy's name. I just said we weren't going to say
I know.
names.
Yeah, but I know Rubens that aren't.
I do
and
too.
I don't know that one, but Felix does, and I know who that is. Woody.
Woody
sounds
and Felix.
Fucking gay. Toy Story or gay?
And Toy Story is kind of gay.
Gay Story.
Yeah, I think it's like...
Pretty much what it is.
Woody is like buzzing on... I don't know.
I mean...
There's something kind of
Toy
gay.
Story, if you think about that... All right, did you see part 3? You didn't watch part 3? You're supposed to be making a part 4.
Don't you know me?
Well, anyways, all right, part 3. And I watch cartoons.
I glanced at
Not
part
just
1.
because I have a kid, though. But I watch the cartoons. I watch any movie that comes out. But on
Especially
Toy Story
gay
3,
porn.
it shows that over time, he's like a teenager, he's graduating, he's going to college.
Woody?
No. Woody's the fucking cowboy toy. The sheriff.
I know, that's why I was like,
No.
for college?
Andy, their
What's he
owner.
going to learn?
Andy is going off to college.
Okay. So he's
So-
not going to play with his Woody anymore?
He's not going to play with Woody, and he's not going to get buzzed. He's going to get buzzed in college.
He's going to get buzzed and somebody else is going to play with his
No,
Woody.
but what I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about is those toys have seen some nasty shit in the last couple of years.
How nasty.
Well, since he's hit puberty,
Oh, a lot of jerking off.
there wasn't one there wasn't a movie since puberty. The last one before part 3 was they had just moved. He had his little sister, and they were playing. I mean, like he was a kid.
So by the time part
And
3
then all
rolls
of a
around,
sudden
they look like guys coming back from the war.
He's a grown up. He still looks like a kid, but he's a grown up. He's going off to college. He's got to make decisions. He's driving. I mean, like it's crazy looking. But I mean, he's still kind of childish. He's not going to make it in college.
Oh,
But
no.
part 4 is going to be he failed. You know, he wants the toys back.
Yeah.
He's going to kill the girl that has the toys.
She's probably already
And then
dead.
he's going to be fleeing from the cops throughout the whole movie, and the toys are going to help him.
And Woody and Buzz are going to be like throwing the cops off his scent.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be. They're probably going to stop making it. I don't know. Disney's probably throwing so much money into Star Wars that
Yeah, no, they're probably going to stop making them, and in 20 years they're going to make a reboot, and everybody's going to freak out.
they're like, oh no, Toy Story. And they're like, it was still kind of good, but it's not like the other one. Because that's what people always say. Everybody's going all this crazy shit about
Well, or they'll just...
Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles, it looks badass.
But no, but people that are saying, oh, you can't reboot it, you're going to fuck it up, aren't going to admit if they like it.
Yeah, I know.
Because they want to sound cool. Like,
Especially,
cool, and it's...
especially when they keep saying so much shit about it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, because, all right, you don't hear that much about how, you know, maybe now they say that rebooting the Batman and stuff like that. But when it was out, people weren't complaining.
Well, obviously,
were like,
Batman, they did it right finally.
People were like, hurry up and come back with something. you know?
Yeah. It's just,
Like, let's come out with another one. Because it seemed like, what, 2000, was it 2006? The first, or 2008 the
I
first
don't know
one?
what my phone was. I could Google some shit. Oh.
I can't remember when the first one came out, Batman Begins. And I think part 2 came out in 2008. Maybe 2010. I'm not good with the numbers right here now. But
Yeah, like here and now is the only time you're not good with numbers.
no, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm not good with the dates right now. Usually I'm really good with dates of movies. But I just can't think of when the
The
first
best
one
way to
came
be
out.
good at the dates of movies is if you know a movie's kind of old and it's real good, it probably came out in 91.
No, but I know this other one just came out in 2012, though. The shooting one.
Shooting what?
The one,
I think I
theater
forgot
shooting.
what we were talking about.
The theater shooting Batman.
The fucking...
Yeah, the theater shooting Batman came out in 2012. And I think the other one came out, maybe it came out in 2010. Maybe they came out every 2 years.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But, like, Batman Begins came out in 2008, so maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, it's getting fucking hot in here. That dinging you're hearing is the truck just got turned on and it's doing all the gauges.
We're trying to get a little AC going.
But
and it's midnight.
Yeah, it's actually 12:33.
49.
12:53. Holy shit.
53. Damn.
Yeah, but now with the weather, I guess, out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's not. I like to tell you the weather because we're fat. So when we say it's hot and we're sweaty, you're like, oh, it's probably like 68. They're just too fat.
And it gives us a good break from
arguing about nerd movies.
Yeah.
Because that shit's not as funny as you might think.
Really?
But I don't know. Whenever you talk about nerd movies, I feel like you're too passionate and I'm too dismissive. You're like, no, nerd movies are good, and I'm like, they're stupid.
I do get into it. But I do get into movies too.
Yeah,
we both do. But
movies are a wonderful thing. But anyway, we wanted to tell you the weather just in case you were planning on traveling back in time and to Ganado. Yeah. By the time you hear this, all these numbers I'm fixing to tell you will have changed.
Yeah, today is August 1st, 2014.
2014. Our little sister's birthday.
Yeah.
She's 17.
Yeah, she's 17.
Yeah, and we're old fucks.
Yeah, she's 10 years younger than me.
Mom was pretty old when she had her, but it's the weather right now in Ganado, Texas, mostly clear. 73 degrees. It's actually been kind of cool today.
Yeah, well, it wasn't bad.
Now, when I say cool, I mean mid-90s.
Yeah, but see, I was inside half the day, and then I went to work late, so.
Yeah, it's been, I would say probably the hottest it got today was probably like 93, 94. And it was a real overcast, and it was pretty fucking nice, I thought. So it's 73, 1% chance of rain. I think they just have to put that, because you never know. You can't say 0% chance of rain.
Yeah, I know.
Are you 100% sure it's not going to rain? No, you're not. 1% chance.
Remember when they would put 100% chance of rain and it doesn't?
It did, yeah.
And you're like, 100% chance means it's going to.
Yeah. What you just did was create a paradox.
If they mean that there's a 100% chance of clouds,
yeah, then they were right.
Then yes. But if they're saying it's fucking rain, it better be fucking rain.
Yeah, because I have a job where I get to go home if it rains. So when they're wrong about it, it really pisses me off.
And my job, I get soaked in between the store and my car.
Yeah, but so does everybody else that goes to the store. That's not particular to your job.
But I go to 6 or 7, 8 stores a day. So it's in and out, in and out, in and out.
What if you didn't work for Dr. Pepper? You just had a weird fetish for touching cans.
That'd be pretty weird.
You just go to stores and
Well, I don't even touch the cans actually, but if you think about it.
So that's not.
I touch the cardboard. So if I had a cardboard fetish,
I bet somebody does.
Someone rubs their dick on carpet.
Yeah, that too.
Someone likes
probably way more on carpet.
Dick Rugburn.
There's no
That sounds
doubt.
like a name or something. You know what I mean?
Dick Rugburn, and I approve this message.
I'd vote for him.
I would too.
I'd vote for him.
And it sounds like he could be a lawyer. I wonder what firm he'd work for.
Good one.
Anyway, yeah, it's going to be in the 70s all night.
I couldn't come up with something after that.
Really?
What?
You really couldn't?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Well, I mean, it was too fast.
If we were at the house and we had a chair, you'd probably be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the week, it's going to be in the mid-90s, and that's not bad for us. Not for fucking August. That's the weather report. Should we tell our fans in New York how their weather's looking?
I don't know. I think on Facebook we got some fans. Well,
fans.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we got a whole lot of fans from LA and New York.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we're like the Beatles out there. New York today on August 1st, 2014. 76% chance of rain, which is
are we really going to end with the weather? I didn't think about that.
No, we're not. New York's going to rain a lot. All right.
Yeah. New York, tell Seattle how they're going to do. Seattle's like, don't even fucking bother us.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's not going to rain?
Yeah. I bet people in Seattle complain when it doesn't rain, too. They're like, oh, we're fucking known for it. You think you get some rain.
Yeah, I know.
And then when it does rain, they hang themselves. They're like, it's so depressing. I don't understand. I don't know. Fuck them.
Yeah, you know how, whenever you're standing around and, guys, when you don't know, you're just talking about football or something,
Yeah.
Sports. Up there, they're probably like, sure, it's been raining a lot lately, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, we haven't had a good rain since, what, Tuesday, 4 o'clock?
Yeah. Haven't had a good rain since I walked in. You know?
Yeah, they're like, oh look, it's just drizzling. Right. That's how it is all the time.
I wonder, like, because I like rain and we don't get it much. If I moved there, how long it would be before I was like, oh, fuck the rain.
See, like Kevin, like he lived in Michigan and it was snowing. You know, like it snowed a lot.
Yeah.
Where they live, and when he came down here and it snowed, he was like,
because he knew only the bad side of snow.
It had been years since they had been around snow, and he was still tired of it. So when it snowed, he was like, and I was like, help me make a snowman. and he was like, and we built the biggest one. It stood up the longest of any of them in town.
Fuck, and that thing was still going.
It was dry grass.
It was like 80.
I'm sure somewhere in the county there was grass fires, and we had a snowman still built up in that
How many days after the snow left was it there? Like at least a week.
Yeah, it was probably another week or so, because it was so cold on the inside, it was keeping like the whole thing. I mean, it had melted down, it was getting shorter.
It was probably in the high 70s, low 80s, and we still had a snowman.
And we still had a snowman. We were the only ones. It had a big wet spot underneath it, but
it fucked the ground all up.
Yeah, we were the only ones though. I mean,
because we were the only people down here that knew a guy from Michigan.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, so he helped. It took a lot to build it though, but. Remember we had that one sitting on top of the car with a weenie sticking out?
Yeah, it had a weenie and a little arm holding his dick.
It was like the first time we ever really seen snow and got to do something with it.
Every other time you see a flake hit, it disappears when it hits the ground.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it hits, not only does it melt, but it evaporates. Snowflakes hit the ground and melt on before they even really settle. And then get evaporated and become rain.
You can catch them in your hand, but you can't show anybody, because by the time you get to people, it's not even water anymore.
Yeah, your hand's actually starting to crack because it's drying up.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah, it's doesn't snow much here.
No.
Hey, what are we bringing the cutting edge news? Doesn't snow in South Texas. This exclusively brought to you by.
I think the last time I did was 2000.
4.
No. Because Amanda and them lived there in 2008. So 2009, 2010.
I don't remember that at all.
It snowed a little bit. It wasn't as much as it did back in 2005 or 6.
Yeah, I may have slept through that.
I think it was 2005 that it snowed. But these people don't care about when it snowed in Ganado, Texas. Because they're like, we get snow every year. We hate it. Our chains.
Yeah, they're like,
we got to put chains on our tires.
Yeah, fuck.
Who gives a fuck about it feeling all nice and cool up there? Pretty much all year.
A little snow in December.
When it's hot as balls.
9 months.
11 and a half months out of the year.
For 9 months, it's so hot it's dangerous to go outside.
Oh, yeah. For 9 months, your car is flaming when you come out.
If you touch the steering wheel when you first
get in, it's gay. I don't mean
your car's getting fucking cornholed by a fucking Hyundai.
You come outside, and your car's got rainbows shooting out of it. No.
No,
it's not. Nah.
If the metal part of the seatbelt touches you in the summertime, it leaves a blister.
When you open up your door any time of the day, 9 months out of the year, and it feels
you can't breathe at first.
It feels like a backdraft coming out.
You look like fucking Kurt Russell.
You open it up and flames come out. A fireman has to open your door the proper way every time you go out to your car.
You have to touch your door with the backside of your hand before you can open it to make sure that the fucking heat isn't in there too bad.
Oh shit, the train's coming through.
Yeah, let you know how good of a neighborhood we live in.
The midnight train.
It's not going to Georgia, but it's going to fucking Mexico.
It might be.
Well, it's going the wrong direction.
You think so? It could be going north. We don't know. We just hear it.
Georgia's not north.
No, but I mean, from here it's going to go north or south and then branch.
Yeah, because if you go train, east,
well, that train ain't.
20 minutes, you're going to hit water.
That's like a Kansas City whatever train, right?
It's full of wetbacks, no matter what the name on the side.
Yeah, whatever side it is, it's got
a lot of illegals. I don't really like to think of them as illegals. I like to think of them as frowned upon citizens.
I definitely don't think of them as illegal aliens.
No.
That's just stupid.
Who hears illegal aliens and doesn't think of little green men?
Yeah, I don't like illegal aliens. What I think of is a little green guy getting pulled over by a cop. And, he's like, hey, you were swerving back there.
Somebody's got a box full of ETs that they fucking, aren't paying taxes on. That's illegal aliens.
Some guys in his house.
Not a fucking poor dude that just wants to farm and make 5 cents
with all the shades down. He's fucking aliens, they're like, we know you're in there. Give up the aliens.
How long after aliens land and start to how long after, let's say aliens have never landed here, but then they do tomorrow. How long till there's alien porn, you think?
Oh, it'd be instant.
20 minutes?
Because porn is crazy. So it would be instantly. It may not be like legally for internet, they'll be like trying to keep it back, but eventually they're gonna be like, there's so much money in it.
But how long do you think, like, from the time his little fucking tentacles hit ground, how long till there's a dick in him?
I don't know. I think instantly. I think as soon as the first person sees him, that person's either gonna ask someone if they want to pay to fuck it, or he's probably gonna try it out himself.
Remember?
And I say he.
Yeah,
It might be a girl.
but it won't.
Yeah, but it might be a girl's gonna fucking take off running. A black guy's gonna take off running.
Oh, black guys are gone.
Chinks will eat it.
They'll eat it. It'll be good.
Chinks will cook it.
Yeah.
Mexicans, I don't know. They'll probably just like
have a lot in common with it.
Invite it in, and be nice to it or something, But
yeah,
bring it food and
they're
tamales.
good people.
Yeah. White people shoot it and then ask questions later.
And then fuck it, probably.
Yeah. Fuck it.
White people do all the fucked up shit.
Yeah, I know.
If there's a serial killer,
they'll put it down in a well and tell it to put lotion on and weird shit like that.
But the thing is, remember when you were a kid and you didn't know that sometimes people fucked animals? Mm-hmm. And then when you were like a little, then you found out, you're like, what the fuck?
You're like, she really is sucking that horse's dick.
And now it's normal. You're just like, yeah,
crazy.
some people fuck animals.
And that's just...
But there was a time when you were more innocent and you didn't... So now that you know that, I have either seen or heard of almost every kind of animal I know getting fucked or fucking a person.
Yeah, people just...
So I know when the aliens...
It's not just dudes, though.
Oh, no.
Girls will put
no.
nasty shit. It's mostly girls.
No, but here's the thing. The girls are doing it because the dude's holding the camera and's got a $100 bill.
Yeah, or
dudes want to
I would like to think they're wanting more than $100, so, fuck some dog or something, but that's fucking nasty.
But it happens. So the aliens...
Yeah.
I hope... You know how, like...
Somewhere right now, in our neighborhood, someone might be fucking an animal.
Oh, there's no doubt somewhere in this town somebody is.
Really? Right now, you think someone in
Today somebody has, I would say.
This is somebody in this, their dog or their cat or something.
Or a cow or a fucking llama.
Who was it recently? I heard something. Some guy was fucking his animal.
It was on fucking the news or something.
Oh, I showed the picture. That it was creepy looking.
Of course
What was he fucking, though?
If he was good looking, he'd be fucking a girl.
Was he fucking a cat?
How can you fuck a cat? Right,
I don't know.
You're not going to put it in a cat's mouth. Their teeth are sharp as fuck.
Fuck no.
Their ass is way too tight.
What was it that he was fucking, though?
I would say dog.
I thought it was cat, though, dude. And I was thinking, like, are you serious?
Maybe?
He's like, he said fuck the pussy. And he's like, so I did.
Like, yeah. There's no way he thought that's what they meant.
I don't know. You see that guy, he's not too bright. Those lights were.
Yeah, you said bright right when I turned the lights on. But we're going to end on cat fucking.
Yep, cat fucking.
And
This podcast is brought to you by cat fucking.
Yeah,
we didn't do any brought to you by.
It's so good, cats call for it by name.
Yep.
Dick. Yeah, so we're probably going to record another one right away. And we may pick right back up with cat fucking.
Yep, cat fucking. We'll be back with cat fucking, I guess.
Yeah,
we'll bounce back with cat fucking.
Yeah.
We'll land on our feet.
Yeah. We're going to land on our feet in episode 6 with cat fucking.
Oh, yeah, episode 6. Well, did we say this was episode 5?
No, but it is.
This is episode 5 of the Bad Vibe podcast.
And if you like finding out as you start them, listen to this one in reverse.
Yeah, in reverse.
It might tell you that, like, the devil's going to come fuck
like,
the cat.
It's going to be like, but, yeah.
But at least then you would have heard the episode number first.
Yeah.
We got to go because we have limited technology.
Yes. So, we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl.